Iron gall ink, which we see an example of in the Talbot archives, is a common media that's been used throughout history. It has often been referred to as the poor man's ink because it was so common, but I prefer to refer to it as the ink of kings, monks and poets, just because it was a common media. A lot of our internationally significant and nationally significant archive material and artworks are actually consisting of iron gall ink. Iron gall ink, by its very nature, is destined for deterioration. Iron gall ink is simply made from iron sulfate, tannins derived from galls of trees, typically acorn or oak trees, gum arabic and water. Catalysts for the deterioration of iron gall ink are exposure to oxygen and moisture. So our typical environment, unfortunately, is the catalyst for the deterioration processes of iron gall ink. What we see with iron gall ink through its various stages of deterioration is essentially a redox reaction. We can think of a redox reaction in our everyday world as rust that we see on steel or iron substrates. The deterioration that we see in iron gall ink can be categorised under 4 different headings. The first stage is known as halo or burn. This presents as darkened areas beyond the pen stroke, particularly in archive pages. We can see this starting already in the Talbot archive leaves. The next stage of deterioration is called strikethrough. Strikethrough can be seen on the verso or the reverse side of archive pages, and it's as the ink gradually eats its way through the paper substrate upon which it sits. The next phase is known as lacing. Lacing is when the ink within the pen stroke becomes quite brittle. It's eaten away at the paper almost entirely, and if you touch it, it can actually just snap off, and it may drop out of the paper entirely, creating a hole. Holes are the 4th and final stage of deterioration for iron gall ink. Unfortunately, this is commonly seen in archived letter books that may have been held in collections that are in tropical regions. This is due to a high level of relative humidity, exposure to moisture and oxygen. With the Talbot archives, we're really fortunate that we're really only seeing first glimpses of the first stage of the deterioration processes, known as halo or burn. Along with collection management strategies, cool-to-cold storage, stable storage, honouring exhibition parameters or recommended exhibition parameters, and with the conservation treatment I have provided, I would expect that the Talbot archives will be stable for many years to come and hopefully won't progress through the next 3 stages of deterioration in our lifetime.